All right, this video is talking about how to find missing side lengths, like missing measures, when you know the perimeter or you know the area and one of the sides. So I'm going to show you a couple of ways on these. So this first one, you have the perimeter. And we know the perimeter, think about in a movie when they say secure the perimeter. It means that they are checking all the outside to make sure that their building is safe. So that means we're finding the rim or the outside edge of the shape. Perimeter is all the sides. So we can do this a couple of ways. The first way, we know the formula for perimeter. The equation is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width, which is what they've done here. So they plugged in what they knew. 2 times 20, they got that from looking at the picture. One side is 20, and we have 2 sides that are worth 20. Plus 2 times whatever the width is, which we don't know yet. So then they simplified it and they said, okay, well, 2 times 20 is 40. And now I know 40 plus 2 times whatever this is going to equal 54. So from there, they subtracted 40 from 54, and that gave them 14 left over. But we know the 14 is for both of these sides. So we have to figure out 2 times what makes 14. So 14 divided by 2 we know is 7. So that would mean that this side is 7. Now I'm going to show you one other way. I personally think this way is a little bit easier if you know the perimeter. So what I do when I'm trying to find the side and I know the perimeter, I'm going to divide this by 2 because I know that I am multiplying both sides by 2 before I add them. So I'm going to go ahead and divide it by 2. So 2 goes into 5 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4. I subtract 1 left over. 2 goes into 14 7 times. So I know that the length plus the width is 27. Then I can do 27 minus the 20 for the length, and I'm left with 7, which is my width. You can do it either of those 2 ways. I personally think the second way is a little bit easier, but it's really up to you. All right, once again, I'm going to do one more example of how to do perimeter. So I divide my perimeter by 2. So 42 divided by 2. 2 goes into 4 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4. Nothing left over, so I bring down my 2. 2 goes into 2 1 time. So I know that this side plus this side has to equal 21. So then I'm going to do 21 minus 9. I subtract, I've got to borrow. 11 minus 9 is 2. 1 minus nothing is 1. So I know this side is 12. Now, if you know the area, but you're missing one of the sides, it's really simple. We divide, so we know to find area, we multiply. Well, the opposite of multiplication is division. So we're going to do 28, which is the area, divided by 4. And I know that 4 can't go into 2, but it goes into 28 7 times. 4 times 7 is 28. I subtract, I have 0 left over. So my missing side is 7. Once more on area, if my area is 200 and I am dividing it by this missing, or by the length I know, 200 divided by 25. Now that can look a little scary, but think about quarters. 200 is like saying $2. I know 25 can't go into 2, it can't go into 20, but I'm going to have to divide it into 200. So if I think this is like dollars, there are 200 cents in $2. How many groups of 25 or how many quarters are in $2? Well, I know that is 8 because there are 4 quarters or 4 25s in 100. So 25 times 8 is 200. I subtract and I get 0. So that means that my missing base is 8. Okay, so area you just simply divide. Perimeter, you divide it by 2 and then subtract your side. And that is how you are going to find the missing lengths. Thank you guys.